Hi, Dillian. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. It's strict.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Dillian. Dillian, just talking to Povetkin there, and again, he was talking about the coronavirus difficulties that he's had in this camp. I know you've had some thoughts on that in the past, but just wondering, if it is the case that he had coronavirus, what kind of advantage do you think that presents you with?
I don't think no advantage. He's a professional. He's a world champion, Olympic gold medalist, and he's got money. He doesn't need to fight. If he's not fit and he's not well, then he wouldn't be taking the fight. But it's a good excuse for him to say, "Oh, coronavirus." I gave him enough time for him to recover. When he said he had COVID, I said, "Okay, no worries. I want to fight the best Povetkin I can fight, so have the time to recover." They're the one that planned the fight for this date. They wanted to fight on the 6th of March. They agreed to the date. I said to them, "Make the date whenever you're ready," and they agreed to that date. So clearly, he knew he was ready, and his team wouldn't put him at risk. This is his team that didn't give him his whole career, so they would not put him at risk if they thought he wasn't ready. So that's not my problem.
You think it's basically a excuse, just sort of in readiness if he loses, basically.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks, Rief. Next, if we go to David from the Daily Mirror, please.
Hi, Dillian. You okay?
I'm good, mate. It's tricks.
Grand. Dillian, when you lose the way that you did in that last fight, is there any worry about any psychological damage to yourself, or is that one of those things that you can immediately, put it to bed?
Listen, man, what I've been through in life, a knockout in a sport where I'm changing my life and making a future for me and my family, is nothing, man. It's nothing. I've got over many things in life, man. Many serious things. I've had assassination attempts on my life and things, and I've been through a lot of things and suffering things as a child. So for me, this is nothing. It's one night. I had an off night, and I had 2 losses in 29 fights. Like, for me, I shouldn't even be a top where I am, because I've not no amateur ground, there's no background, no top promoters behind me for a long time. I've come up swimming against the waves. So for me, this is nothing, man. It's nothing. It's just we readjust and we go again and just get the revenge.
Dillian, presuming you win on Saturday, where do you think you'll be in the overall picture of getting that world title shot?
I should be right back where I was, number 3 heavyweight in the world. I should get the title shot this time. So let's see.
Great. Thanks, Dillian. Good luck.
Cheers.
Okay, if we go to Ron Lewis next, please.
Dillian, hiya, mate.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm very well. You look very well.
Thank you.
You went straight back into camp after, virtually straight after August. How long have you actually had off to the fight? Because obviously you were originally planning for November. How long have you actually had off? And has that worked well? Because you changed your team before the last fight. Has it worked well being all together for such a long period of time this time?
I was ready to go in November. Obviously, I'm not one of those guys that need time to process stuff mentally and worry about it and spend 2 weeks just thinking about the defeat and another 2 weeks getting psychologically ready. And no, I don't care, man. I'm just like, okay, we dust up. I lost, we regroup, we go straight back in again. That's my mindset. That's what my mindset has been, because I've always been a warrior. Since I was a child, I was forced to be a warrior from an early age. I was forced to struggle from an early age. I was forced to suffer from an early age. I was forced to survive from an early age. So that's all I know to do, unfortunately.
But have you actually had a break? Because obviously it didn't happen in November. And did you actually give yourself some weeks off?
Yeah, no, obviously, you don't get stopped and go straight back into training. You have to rest. I got medical team around me. They told me what to do, and I listened. And they made sure the gym was closed, so I couldn't get in the gym anyway. So all the guys, they all went home. So no one was here for a couple of weeks. So I had to chill. I never had anything better to do. I was bored out of my mind, but I just had to chill.
Excellent. Cheers, Dillian. Good luck Saturday, mate.
Cheers, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, Ron. If we go to Jonathan Nagyoff next, please.
Hi, Dillian. Hope you're well.
How you doing, mate?
I'm good, thanks. Going back to sort of the training setup, you've added Harold the Shadow Knight. Who's worked with Lennox Lewis. What's he added to your camp? Has he given you any good advice?
Yeah, that's a bit of experience of it. He's been around the best ever British heavyweight of all time his whole career. So that's just experience and a bit of wisdom. You know, obviously, him and Zav work well, and I think they both complement each other and they both build each other's confidence, because a lot when Zav come up with a plan or whatever, then they agree on it and they work it out. Then it strengthens Zav's background and everything as well, because they're okay. This guy was Emmanuel Stewart's was alongside Emmanuel Stewart and with Lennox, and he agrees with what I'm saying. So it's just about reinforcing and building confidence and just securing just that second, having that person who's been in at the high level in the highest fight, just like, okay, what you guys are doing is good, or this is, you know what I'm saying?
Obviously, you've worked with Lennox Lewis, and when Lennox Lewis lost to Hasim Rahman, he said that when he came out of the ring, he knew exactly the mistake he made. Do you feel like you're in a similar position, and do you take inspiration from seeing guys who've risked everything like you have?
Yeah, you know, listen, man, I'm a different kind of guy from most of these guys. I just get on with it, man. I just don't care or worry about what he does. I just get on with it, man. And you know, we're seeing guys come up from defeat, good guys coming from defeat, and it's just like it's nothing. It's all about your mindset, man. I know you as a person, and so for me, Saturday you guys will see.
Appreciate it, Dillian. Best of luck.
Thanks, Jonathan. If we go to Georgi Radionov from Ren TV.
Dillian, hi, it's nice to meet you. Georgi from Ren TV, Russia. How are you?
How are you, my friend? You okay?
Thank you. Yeah. So, could you make your own ranking of the most dangerous punchers in heavyweights? Which place would you give for yourself and for Povetkin?
It's kind of hard, man. I don't think, like, for me, I'm just a normal guy. I don't think, I'm a massive puncher or a great. It's kind of hard. I let the fans and the people decide that. But Povetkin's a big puncher. He's up there. You know what I mean? He's knocked a lot of people out. You know what I mean? He's a big puncher. But, you know, obviously, in every division, you'd have to say punch power. You'd have to say Wilder's probably at number one. Then you say Joshua's at number two, and the rest, I don't know.
So, but do you think that Povetkin is really a dangerous puncher?
Yeah, of course. See, that's what I said earlier. I said he's a very dangerous puncher. I just look at his record and look, he's knocked out most people he's fought. Of course, he's a dangerous puncher. I'm not easily knocked out, and obviously I got knocked out by him, so of course he's a dangerous puncher.
So last year you gave your estimate to Francis Ngannou, yeah? So how would be ended the fight between Povetkin versus Francis according to boxing rules? How do you think?
I don't know. Francis is an MMA fighter and Povetkin's a boxer. I don't know. It's hard to judge because if you put Povetkin against Francis in MMA, the power is different. You put Francis against boxing, it's different because boxing, it's very hard to judge the power because MMA, the gloves are 4 ounces, boxing, the gloves are 10 ounces. So very difficult. Francis is a big knockout guy and Povetkin's a big knockout guy. It's hard to say who is the bigger puncher, if you know what I mean. Very difficult to say, okay, this guy is very difficult unless they fight boxing rules and they fight MMA rules, and we'll know.
Would you like to come to UFC?
Pardon?
Would you like to come to UFC?
Would you like to? Yeah, of course. I've already said I fought MMA before, so for me it's nothing. I'm one of the only boxers that fought MMA before. So listen, I'm a warrior. I'll fight any style there is, man. If I get paid in this league, I'll fight whatever style you want. If you want to fight in a field or
okay,
as long as I don't get in trouble.
Dillian, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ames, did you want to jump in next with your 2 questions, please?
Yeah, Ames here for Boxing DCU. Pleasure to meet you, Dillian. How are you?
I'm good, my friend. Thank you.
Good. Should you win at the weekend, Dillian, what is the situation with the title shot you were looking for? Do you expect to have to wait, or would you expect the WBC to acknowledge from what your perspective at the time was, at the time that you had before, to wait for that title?
They better fucking acknowledge. I've waited long enough, you know, and the manager situation is still going on. Povetkin is in contract. It's not like I've lost someone and no, it's still a contract. So the manager's position is just on hold at the minute. So the winner of this fight should just be managed and should be in line for the title fight next. Hopefully they have to wait 1,000 days again, or whatever it was.
There has been some talk online about no VADA testing. Eddie has come out and said there is testing and it's been in place. Can you confirm that it is? And we'll be seeing two athletes who are...
There's VADA testing. I had like 2 VADA tests just a couple of days ago. There's been VADA testing even through the whole of COVID and coronavirus. There's been VADA testing. Anyway, for me anyway, I've been tested anyway. I don't know. Obviously, Portugal is easy to get to for VADA, and Portugal has been open to travel, so it's been easy. It's been easy, you know. I don't know what the Russian registration are or whatever, so I don't know.